years ago, I had an accident on the ice watching snowboarding and totally shattered my elbow, and had lots of operations and pins and plates, and then pins were coming out and they were coming through my skin, and yeah, I've got a pretty big scar from it. And the last operation I had, it was over many years, the last operation I had, he said, we'll try and give you some more movement, but he went in and said, it's just a mess. And he said, you know, it's veins and nerves, and it's just friggin' such a mess in there, we can't do anything to help. And he said, it's really calcified, and you're never going to break it again, it's solid as a rock. And so I've just sort of lived with it. I don't really use that arm very much, and it's kind of felt quite disconnected. I just like, it kind of gives me the creeps a bit, like, and it's kind of locked, like it's always, I feel like it's locked. And the only time I talk to people about it is, because people don't notice, and the only time I talk to people about it is if I'm going to do something physical and I feel like they need to know. And you know, I've been at the back of like aerobic classes, and they're like, "But yeah, you're not raising your arm. You got to get your arm up." It's like, and so that's the only time. And when I talk to people about it, that I'm like, oh, look at my arms. You know, one's much shorter, and you know, that's as much as it straightens, and that's as much as it bends, and you know, and that's it. And I'm like, but it's hard as, you can't hurt it. And so I went into the Coherence Healing as a healer yesterday, and like with the other meditations, I'm kind of like, oh, I'm a bit cold, I'm a bit tired, but when I go into the healing, like my daughter's been sick for a few years, and when I go into healing, I'm just giving it my all. Like, I'm here for you, like I'm doing, and like yesterday I could just feel the intensity, and you know, like feel in my hands, and then before the lady came out, like I was just, I hadn't thought of my elbow, but I could feel like, I don't know, this kind of humming around my elbow, and I was just attracted to it, and so I was kind of like going like this, and just naturally without kind of thinking, and then as I was walking home, I'm like it's straight, like I can straighten it, and yeah, it's just like happened. And I mean, now, you know, like I can touch this, which I know I filled out an application to be a Healy, and I'm pretty sure I'll have to go find it, but I'm pretty sure I wrote in it like I can't touch my elbow, I can't touch my shoulder with and now I can. And yeah, like it was definitely, like I can't tell people now that my arms are different lengths, because you know, I put them both out and they're pretty much the same. And yeah, so today in the healing, I'm like, right, I'm doing this, you know, and giving it, and far out, man. Like the energy, you know, you're supposed to put your hands over your heart, and I could only just have them here because the energy was just so intense, and I'm just loving this person, like just loving her to death, you know, like I'm just there for her, doing whatever I can. I'm like, come on, we can do this, come down, come and help me, we've got this. And then and I started just shaking, and my hands got all kind of like this, and they were just electrified, like these electric currents running through them. And I was a bit scared, and so I was just trying to breathe through it, and like, you know, I was having a real moment of just going, holy shit, like, and kind of trying to hold back on it because it was so intense. Like, just, you know, what was coming out of my hands was just so intense. And they were just like shaking, and so I just gave it to her, and I was just loving her, and like just there for her fully. And then I managed to kind of focus on my breathing and, you know, calm down a bit, but I still just had this power from my hands. And then, you know, this love, just this feeling of love, and just like that's all there is. Like, that's all that you need. And the love that I was getting from giving, and yeah, it was just really intense and beautiful.